What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I have another unboxing. Two things. Number one, I usually don't have a spare pair of scissors to use to open these boxes for my unboxings, and number two, I have not bought from eBay before, and that changes until today. And my computer is yelling at me for some reason, but whatever, we are going to disregard that because I want to unbox this. So let's go ahead and hop in. The first thing that you should know as well is that this is another model for the Retro FSD Project. And the second thing is that, yes, as I said before, this is from eBay. So my first eBay purchase, and hopefully the first of many more to come. I'll show you what the model is once I get inside. Oh, there we go. That took way longer than it should have. Get that other side as well, and then we will be in business. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, plenty of bubble wrap to protect this model. And again, another model for the Retro FSD Project. And this one, if I can navigate the bubble wrap here, is this lovely thing right here. The Delta Connection CRJ-100 for Comair. Ooh boy, this box is definitely worn out. As you can probably tell, the plastic in here has kind of yellowed a bit, but of course, shelf wear is usually normal, so I'm not going to complain. This is a perfectly normal thing, and in fact, I'm sure some of my plastic will have yellowed by now, or some of it has already yellowed over time. In fact, I think one of the models I got at Airliners had some really bad yellowing on the plastic packaging, so yeah. Let's go ahead up to the studio, and we will begin to unbox this model, and it's another one for Retro FSD. And here we go for the unboxing of the Gemini Jets 1:400 scale Delta Connection Canada Air CRJ-100 with the Comair tail. So this is an older Gemini Jets release, as you can probably tell. I mean, just look at that Delta logo. That is really nice. I love to see that Delta logo on there. So let's flip it up there, and you can see the model inside. Obviously, the plastic packaging has kind of yellowed quite a bit. But again, shelf wear is to be expected with some of these older stuff. I think it gets in collections on a weekly basis. So a lot of these models usually have a lot of shelf wear on them, which, again, is perfectly normal, so not complaining here. On the back, we do have a 2006 release. I think that's what it says. Yes, that is a 2006 release. And both the flaps are popping out on both sides, so that's kind of funny to me. Let's go and hop in. Item number on this is GJDAL312. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice yellowed plastic. Oh yeah. You can't really see it on camera here, but I'm sure if I put it up like a solid background, yeah, there you go, you can really see just how it's yellowed. But otherwise, the model should be in good shape. And there we go. Check that out. What a beauty she is. A tiny model, but critical for Retro FSD in the 2000s. And here she is, the Delta Connection Comair Canada Air CRJ-100 by Gemini Jets. Wonderful little model here for the Retro FSD Project. Now, Comair used to serve Sioux Falls here with the Delta Connection from Cincinnati back when they used to have a big hub out there. So it was from around the mid-2000s up until the late 2000s that they served Sioux Falls. So this livery is probably a little inaccurate, but there actually was a Colors in Motion CRJ-200 that they had, but someone got that at the last minute, so I had to settle for this one, which I'm totally fine with. This is still a really great model, so hopefully I do find that Colors in Motion CRJ-200 at some point so that I can better accurately represent it. But there is also a possibility that this livery would have stuck around for a bit longer, so probably until like 2006 or so. I think maybe this livery would have still been present, so it's not entirely inaccurate, I don't think, just kind of based off my observation, and considering how United had it in their instance when they had the Continental Globe livery, Blue Tulip, and Battleship Gray, which all coexisted at one point, which was kind of interesting. So yeah, let's go and do a review. Starting off at the front, we have the cockpit windows right here. Got the landing gear, which is much, much better on this older rendition here. This is, I believe, it is my oldest CRJ in my collection from '06. And move up here, you got the L1 door, you got the Delta Connection titles, and then you have the cheat line for the Ron Allen livery for the time. Registration November 716 Charlie Alpha. Got the engines right here, also have the winglet there, which again appropriate to the Ron Allen livery, and then you have the older Comair logo on the tail. They introduced a newer one in around the late 2000s, I think, which kind of updated it a little bit, and some of the colors of motion aircraft, and eventually even the ones that did survive to the current Delta livery also wore it. I believe all of the Comair aircraft are now either operating with like SkyWest or Endeavor or any of the other regional subsidiary operators that are out there with the big three carriers. So flip it underneath here, you got a bigger Gemini Jets logo underneath. You can see it there. That is a very big Gemini Jets logo for the time. Takes up the entire width of the fuselage there, but again, I guess you got to get that brand name out there, so might as well just put it on the model. And other side looks pretty good. No significant markings there, or significant setbacks in quality. And yeah, that is pretty much everything for this particular little model. So yeah, like I said, this model would have been at Sioux Falls from around the mid to late 2000s, since Comair did serve Sioux Falls from Cincinnati for a time. I think it was around 2009 or so, or like 2010. That was when that service was discontinued, as their Cincinnati hub kind of started to fall apart, and eventually Comair shut down in 2012 once Delta ran into some troubles. So I still feel like they would have been a nice operator with Delta Connection, so kind of wish they didn't go, but it is what it is, and we can have models of it to kind of relive that experience, if you will. So I was too young to even remember much of the older stuff from like the mid to late 2000s. I do kind of recall a time, I think, when I did see what I believe to be was either Northwest Airlink aircraft or Delta Connection aircraft flying over my house, and this was a very, very long time ago, so yeah, I have not I don't really have good recollection of that, unfortunately, so that's just kind of what I remember based off my memory on that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this in the next Retro FSD update. I'm not going to do one right away just because I got this new acquisition. I still need a couple of other things, like a United 737-300 in the Blue Tulip livery, and also an older Allegiant MD-80, so not the one with the Travel is Our Deal titles on it, but the previous livery before that, which I have seen before in 2017. I'm kind of surprised that livery lasted so long, I guess, considering how old they were and how they were planning to retire them by around 2018. They didn't paint all of the Allegiant MD-80s in the current, or the previous livery now, since we do have that newer livery that is all on the Airbus aircraft. Again, look forward to seeing this in the next Retro FSD update when I have enough assets to actually do one of reasonable size. So for now, I will hold off on another Retro FSD update for the time being. But still, this is a good acquisition for me, another good asset to have in the collection for Retro FSD. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.